There's deeply unfortunate, tragic news. The Prime Minister today lost his mother, Heeraba, who is no more. The Prime Minister rushed to Gandhinagar after tweeting about the demise of his mother. He offered flowers to his mother's mortal remains and hailed her as a selfless karma yogi. The Prime Minister then turned pallbearer for his mother, carrying Heeraba's body on his shoulders along with his brothers. The Prime Minister, visibly emotional, with tears rolling down his face as he performed his duty as her son, her child. The last rites of Heeraba were conducted by the Prime Minister and his brothers at the Sector 30 crematorium in Gandhinagar. The Prime Minister followed all funeral rituals. Industrialist Gautam Adani, former Gujarat Chief Minister Shankar Singh Waghela were all present as well. Emotional scenes were witnessed outside the Prime Minister's maternal home. Family members and neighbors bid a tearful farewell to Heeraba, while also celebrating her 100-year life. Hours after lighting his mother's pyre, the Prime Minister was back at work, flagging off the 6th Vande Bharat Express in Kolkata via video conferencing. The Prime Minister's mother, Heeraba, passed away at the age of 100 in the wee hours of Friday. Prime Minister Modi and his brothers turned pallbearers for their final journey of their mother. The Prime Minister himself posted a heartfelt message announcing the demise of his mother on Twitter. Here's more.
The Prime Minister losing the biggest source of inspiration in his life. His centenarian mother, Heeraba, breathed her last. Prime Minister's mother passed away at Mehta Institute of Cardiology and Research Center in Ahmedabad at 3:30 a.m. on Friday. When Heeraba was admitted on Wednesday, the Prime Minister had left all his work to meet her. On Friday, the Prime Minister was back to bid final goodbye to his mother. In Gandhinagar, the Prime Minister paid floral tributes to his mother's mortal remains kept at his brother Pankaj's residence. Prime Minister Modi and his brothers turned pallbearers, carrying the garlanded body of their mother as per the customary Hindu rituals.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi looks so emotional. There are tears rolling down from Prime Minister Narendra Modi's eyes, and he himself is over here.
Once the body was placed in ambulance, the Prime Minister spent a few moments in silence with the remains of his mother. The body was then taken to Sector 30 crematorium in Gandhinagar for the last rituals. The stoic Prime Minister applied haldi and holy potion on his mother's body before consigning it to flames. Modi and other members of the family then gave a customary mukhagni, formally lighting the pyre. And the last rites were kept intensely private, with only Modi family members being present. The family had asked BJP leaders, workers, union ministers and chief ministers to stay away from the last rites and instead focus on prior engagements. In an earlier Twitter post, Prime Minister wrote that a glorious century rests at the feet of God. In Ma, I have always felt that Trinity, which contains the journey of an ascetic, the symbol of a selfless karma yogi, and a life committed to values. He further wrote, when I met her on her 100th birthday, she said one thing, which is, Always remember that work with intelligence. Live life with purity, that is, work with intelligence and life with purity. With Saurabh in Gandhinagar, Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, at 100, a full life, a glorious celebration as well. The Prime Minister also got emotional while talking about the struggles of his mother in an interaction with Mehta CEO Mark Zuckerberg during a town hall way back in 2015. Listen in.
मैं भी एक सामान्य परिवार से हूं। मेरे जीवन में मेरे माँ बाप का बहुत बड़ा रोल रहा है। मैं बहुत गरीब परिवार से हूं। आप जानते हैं, मैं रेलवे स्टेशन पे चाय बेचता था। हमारे पिताजी तो रहे नहीं है। माता जी है, 90 साल से भी ज्यादा उम्र है। आज भी अपने सारे काम खुद करती हैं, सब कुछ काम खुद करती हैं। पढ़ी लिखी नहीं है, लेकिन टीवी के कारण उनको समाचारों का पता रहता है, दुनिया क्या चल रही है, वरना कुछ पता नहीं था। अब जब हम छोटे थे तो हमारा गुजारा करने के लिए वे अड़ोस पड़ोस के घरों में बर्तन साफ करना, पानी भरना, मजदूरी करना, आप कल्पना कर सकते हैं कि एक मां ने अपने बच्चों को बड़ा करने के लिए कितना कष्ट उठाया होगा। और ये सिर्फ नरेंद्र मोदी के केस में नहीं है, भारत में ऐसी लाखों माताएं जिन्होंने अपने बच्चों के सपनों के लिए अपना पूरा जीवन आहूत कर दिया है।
The Prime Minister there understandably getting emotional when he spoke of his mother and what she's done for the family of the Prime Minister as well. Well, I've had, the fortune of speaking to Heeraba, not once, but twice over. In 2012, when Narendra Modi came back as the Chief Minister of Gujarat, at that point of time, she had told me that Narendra Modi is going to become the Prime Minister one day. Listen into this conversation in 2014 that I had with Heeraba.
माता जी क्या लग रहा है, आप नरेंद्र मोदी जी आशीर्वाद है?
मेरा आशीर्वाद છે અને ગુજરાતનું રાજ કર્યું છે અને દિલ્હીનું રાજ એ કરશે, મારો આશીર્વાદ છે।
2012 में आप ही ने बोला था कि पीएम बनेंगे। 2012 में जब सीएम बने थे, आप ही ने बोला था कि अब पीएम बनेंगे।
સેવા કરવાની ને બધું કરશે, જે ઈચ્છા છે એ બધી પૂરી થશે, ભગવાન કરશે।
Well, the fact is, viewers, there are very few who have the good fortune of living a full life till 100, being completely physically fit. Heeraba lived that full life, passing away at 3:30 a.m. As the news of her passing emerged, condolences, tributes began to pour in. The President of India, Draupadi Murmu, expressed condolence over the demise of Heeraba, tweeting out, and I quote, "Heeraba's 100 years of struggle and life is a symbol of Indian ideals." Defence Minister Rajnath Singh wrote, "I'm deeply pained by the passing of Heeraba. The death of a mother leaves such a void in one's life that is impossible to fill." Home Minister Amit Shah also paid rich tribute to Prime Minister Modi's mother, saying the entire nation stands with the Prime Minister and his family in this hour of grief. Condolences continue to pour in from across party lines. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee also on the passing away of Heeraba, paid befitting tribute. Congress President extended condolences to Prime Minister Modi. Meanwhile, NCP leader on Twitter said, the journey of a century of sacrifice and dedication has come to an end. Congress top brass Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi also condoled the demise of Heeraba. Priyanka on Twitter said, may God give place to the departed pious soul at the holy feet. World leaders also offered condolences to the Prime Minister over the demise of his mother. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, Nepal Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal prayed for the departed soul.
Respected Prime Minister, today is a sad day for you personally, and it's a great loss, and it's a great loss of your personal life. I pray to God, may God give you the strength and bless you so that you can love your mother with your action and your activity.
My sincere and deepest condolences to Prime Minister Modi and his family members. May they be blessed with strength and courage to bear this loss. Our prayers are with them.
एक सादगी भरा जीवन उन्होंने बिताया और कर्तव्य हमेशा ईमानदारी से निभाते रहो, ऐसी सीख उनकी थी। ये एक मिसाल है, एक आदर्श है ये देश को और दुनिया को। और आज वो हमारे बीच नहीं रही है, ये देशवासियों के लिए बहुत ही दुखद है। हमारे देश का ये बहुत बड़ा नुकसान है। महाराष्ट्र की ओर से मैं उनको भावपूर्ण श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता हूँ।
आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की माता श्री हीराबेन जी का आज निधन का समाचार प्राप्त हुआ है और ये बहुत दुखद है, क्योंकि किसी भी व्यक्ति के जीवन में माँ का जो साया है वो आसमान की छाया की तरह होता है, और जहाँ उनका माँ का चला जाना आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के लिए तो बहुत दुखद है, उनके परिवार के लिए दुखद है, वहीं संपूर्ण भारतवासियों के लिए भी ये बहुत दुखद क्षण है।
नरेंद्र मोदी जी की मां का निधन हो जाने की खबर जैसे ही सुबह सुबह हम सबको मिली, हम सब हतप्रभ रह गए। पूरे प्रदेश से हजारों लोगों के लगातार फोन आ रहे हैं कि क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ। हम सब टेलीविजन के माध्यम से आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की मां की अंतिम यात्रा को देख रहे हैं। पूरा प्रदेश आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के साथ इस दुख की घड़ी में है। हम ईश्वर से प्रार्थना करते हैं कि मां को अपने श्री चरणों में स्थान दें। आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी और उनके पूरे परिवार को, उनके समर्थकों को इस असहनीय पीड़ा को सहने की ताकत दें।
आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की माताजी आदरणीय हीराबा का आज अत्यंत दुखद निधन हुआ है। 100 साल की एक बहुत ही संघर्षपूर्ण किंतु उतनी ही अर्थपूर्ण इस प्रकार की जिंदगी जीने के बाद उन्होंने आज अपना देह त्याग दिया है।
Honorable Prime Minister has been bereaved by the loss of his mother Heeraben. There was a very, very strong bondage between mother and son. We could have seen, and we have seen it from his Chief Minister days. The love and affection was really ideal mother and ideal son. And Narendra Modi ji always visited her in spite of his busy schedules. He never lost opportunity to see her, to be with her and spend some really good time.
Well, it's a very sad news. Mother passing away of Narendra Modi ji. It's a very sad news. Loss of mother cannot be made up. I and all our family want to convey to him that we join him in this grief, which is very sad, a very big loss. May God give him the courage to face this loss. And may his mother have a resting place, her soul in the heaven.
श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की माता जी का निधन निश्चित तौर से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी और उनके परिवार के लिए तो बहुत दुखद खबर है ही, लेकिन जिस प्रकार से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी पूरे देश को अपना परिवार मानते हैं, वैसे ही पूरा देश प्रधानमंत्री जी के परिवार को भी अपना परिवार मानता है। और प्रधानमंत्री जी की पूज्य माता जी के प्रति भी वही भाव था।
हीराबा रियली माँ थी, इनके हिसाब से नरेंद्र भाई है, ये सोम भाई है, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता था। हम सबको एक ही साथ ट्रीट करती थी। कभी भी कोई काम हो तो जब मिलने जाते तब पहले पूछते खाना खाया नहीं खाया। यही रियल माता थी। नरेंद्र भाई प्रधानमंत्री है वो नहीं, लेकिन एक पुत्र है। इस हिसाब से आज हीराबा का दुखद समाचार सुना। अभी गए थे वहीं स्मशान में और वो इसका आत्मा को मोक्ष मिल गया। इनकी जो बात थी कि सबको साथ में लेकर चलिए, समाज की सेवा करिए, देश की सेवा करिए, ये इनके शब्द होते थे परमानेंटली। मतलब हीराबा थी वो आउटस्टैंडिंग पर्सनालिटी, जिसको गरीब परिवार से बनकर परिवार को संभालकर आगे देश में अपने पुत्र को प्रधानमंत्री पद पर पहुंचा रहा, वो बड़ी बात है।
While condolences poured in from across party lines, there was also political controversy. While the nation's in mourning, Samajwadi Party Neta, one of them, even though Akhilesh Yadav condoled the death, so did his wife, but one Samajwadi Party Neta politicized the demise of the Prime Minister's mother. Slamming the Prime Minister, the Neta said Modi ignored sanskars by attending train launch event in Bengal. BJP hit back saying Prime Minister keeps nation first.
When we mourn the loss of a mother figure to all of us, not just to the Prime Minister, on a day like this, the Samajwadi Party has shown its true mindset and culture. Here is a man, here is PM Modi, who keeps his kartavya above personal gum and grief. Here is a man who puts Mother India before his own loss, personal loss, in a sense, of his mother. Here is a man who puts Rashtra above Parivar, and instead of celebrating and lauding the fact that here is a son who is doing his duty to his mother Heera and also to his mother India. He performed all his duties as a son, as a Hindu, and all the funeral rituals, and after that he got back to his job as a Pradhan Sevak to serve Ma Bharti. So instead of lauding him for putting nation above Parivar, you have a man here trying to play petty politics and making these disgusting, snide comments. It shows that for some people, Parivar is everything and nation is nothing. Patelji, Sardar Patel, when he was arguing one of the cases, he had learned that his wife was no more. He got the telegram, he read the telegram, and he kept it in his pocket, and he continued to argue the case. I'm just grateful that IP Singh was not around then, otherwise he would have called Sardar Patel also some kinds of names.
Well, this was the personal comment of IP Singh, who's from the Samajwadi Party, but Akhilesh Yadav and his wife both have come out deeply sympathizing with the Prime Minister and condoling the death of his mother. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister shared a special bond with his mother. Here's a look at how Heeraba inspired a young Prime Minister and left an indelible impact on him.
Prime Minister Modi's mother, Heeraben, is no more. At the age of 100, Heeraben has passed away. Heeraben's life was an epitome of selfless love of a mother sacrificing so much for her family, going above and beyond to ensure her children could accomplish their dreams. She always set an example as the mother of the Prime Minister, contributing in every small way she could to Indian society. Only recently during the Gujarat elections, Heeraben was seen casting her vote at a polling station despite her frail age and health conditions, ensuring that she exercised her franchise. Taken to the polling booth in a wheelchair and with some help from her family, Heeraben refused to let her age get in the way of doing her duty. Heeraben Modi, at the age of 100, was active and always looked to set an example for society. Whether it was casting her vote or getting the COVID vaccine to do away with vaccine hesitancy. Her images with Prime Minister Modi, blessing her son whenever he visited Gujarat, are unforgettable. She would always ensure that she indulged in a hearty meal with her son when he visited. Heeraben always dreamt big for her son, expressing confidence many years ago in Gandhinagar that Modi would become the Prime Minister.
દિલ્હીમાં જે છે અને દિલ્હીમાં એ રાજ સારામાં સારું બનશે. કોઈ ભેદભાવ નથી, એટલી એ જીત છે.
The mark that Heeraben Modi had on Prime Minister Narendra Modi's life is undeniable. Prime Minister Modi, in June, when his mother turned 100, penned a blog detailing the sacrifices his mother had made and how she shaped his mind and made him the person he is today. In 2015, during a Facebook town hall discussion with CEO Mark Zuckerberg, Prime Minister Modi got emotional while speaking about his mother's struggles.
अब जब हम छोटे थे तो हमारा गुजारा करने के लिए वे अड़ोस पड़ोस के घरों में बर्तन साफ करना, पानी भरना, मजदूरी कर रहा, आप कल्पना कर सकते हैं कि एक मां ने अपने बच्चों को बड़ा करने के लिए कितना कष्ट उठाया होगा.
A mother's contribution and sacrifice is very often ignored, and Heeraben Modi was no exception. Her whole life was about ensuring her son's welfare and serving society. Bureau Report, India Today.
With that, viewers, India Today pays tribute to the life of the Prime Minister's mother, a well-lived, full life. Of course, the absence of a mother is completely irreplaceable when it comes down to the Prime Minister and his family. Our condolences to the family of Prime Minister Modi. With that, a quick break to stay with us. On the other side is my colleague Gaurav Sawant with the latest.